What's up, fellow autism? I played a game for the third time on this channel, and I want to talk about it. As some of you may know, Tony Hawk's original deal with Activision expired in 2015 after the launch of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. We eventually got Pro Skater 1+2 in 2020, but before that, Tony had a mobile game. It was called Tony Hawk's Skate Jam, and it sucked. Since then, Tony's name got dropped, so now it's just simply called Skate Jam. Tony was basically like, I left this shitty pay-to-win mobile game, I'm taking my name back, bitch. So it's been a little over 5 years since I last talked about Skate Jam here on the channel. Why I keep coming back to this, I don't know, but has it improved at all now that Tony's out of the picture? Well, before I get into that, I want to get everybody up to speed real quick. I've talked about this game and the series that's based on for a while on the channel, so I'll keep it brief. The game is based off the Skateboard Party series, originally developed by Rat Rod Studio. I guess later on, Maple Media bought the rights to the series, and seeing that Tony was without a publisher, they brought him on board to make Skate Jam, releasing it in 2018 to mixed reviews. When I first played the game back in 2019, I pretty much had the same reaction.
It's okay. I've played worser games. It's far better than Tony Hawk 5, and it's much better than Skateboard Party 3 for sure.
But it's 2025, how do I feel about it now? Well, spoiler alert, pretty much the same, like nothing has changed. So when I first booted up the game, it asked me if I wanted to do the tutorial. Because I wanted some footage, I said yes. Oh no. Why are there no textures? Actually, why is there no anything? What a great first impression. Imagine someone new starts playing this and they go through the tutorial only for this to happen. What a start. So after that mess, the game wanted me to do a match. And from the looks of it, it looks like you're actually playing with other skaters, but nope. They immediately start pulling off tricks in a pre-planned fashion, so no, it's not really online. I don't even know if the usernames are even real. Am I real? So the Skate Jams have different rules from match to match. The one I did was basically just get the highest combo in 3 rounds and you're Gucci. Every week there's 2 Skate Jam events that last a few days, I guess. I never really tried them since they cost in-game money. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start playing our first level on the West Coast. Oh no. So yeah, before you start each level, you have to sit through an ad. I guess this is the price to pay for it being free to play, but trust me, it gets worse. Gameplay wise, it's pretty much the same as it was back in 2019. If you play the Skateboard Party series, you'll notice that it is a little faster paced, you ollie higher, and you can do more tricks. It's a welcome change for sure, but the new physics are weird. They're mostly the same as in the other Skateboard Party games, but you bounce a lot more, and the increased ollie height can really get in your way sometimes. Because of the small hitboxes, it's harder to collect items. Speaking of items, the Hawk letters have been replaced with the Jam letters. I guess they couldn't find a better replacement. However, they didn't get rid of all references to the Birdman. Both the Hawk icons scattered throughout some of the levels and the Hawk meter are still here. Before, if you filled up your Hawk meter and tap it, you turn into Tony Hawk and your stats are slightly higher. Now, you don't turn into anybody. It's very lazy and lackluster. It's so lackluster that I rarely used it during my playthrough. Controls wise, they're still really awkward. I've never been a fan of the V-stick in these games, and the buttons feel a bit unresponsive. As I said before, you can do more tricks in Skate Jam, but most of them don't really work. You're supposed to move the V-stick diagonally to do them, but I keep just doing the up or down trick. I was able to pull them off once in a blue moon, but that's pretty much it. Doing a tray flip is impossible now, but I was able to do it before. There were some very odd gameplay choices too, the big one being combos. Now, it's somewhat easier to do combos here, but manuals kinda suck. The balance meter is now vertical, but let's say you're doing a manual and you lose your balance, but the meter is all the way up. You lose your combo anyways. If I'm not bailing, why is my combo being dropped? It makes 0 sense. And just like the other Skateboard Party games, you go really slow by default, so comboing gets painful at times. What also sucks is that you can't continue your combo after your time is up. If Thips allowed you to do that, why can't this game? There are 9 goals per level, and if you notice, some of them are grayed out. For some bullshit reason, you can only do these goals if you have a certain type of deck, and buying these decks costs in-game money. Or if you're crazy or rich or both, real life money. Why does this deck cost 20 bucks? Now, I will give Maple Media some credit here. As egregious as this is, at least I'm not paying 60 Australian dollars for a Tony Hawk deck. Thanks, Square Hijack. I don't remember exactly what the prices were in US dollars. I don't seem to have any footage of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of them costed 40 bucks. That's just a scam. Back to the goals, some of them have odd wording. There's some goals in where you have to do a certain trick worth X amount of points, but getting that many points with that trick is impossible. I was confused at first, but what you actually have to do is pull off a combo with that trick in the combo. It's very confusing. But if you complete all the goals in each level, you unlock the free skate mode for that level. Yay! That sucks. What if I just want to chill out and ride? This game really wants you to grind. After you get enough fans, as the game puts it, or what I like to call my pay pigs, donate to my coffee. You unlock the Regions Tournament, which costs in-game money to play, by the way, and it's somewhat like the old Thips competitions, except instead of judges scoring you, it's just get the highest score you can in 1 minute and the best 2 runs are counted. They're alright. Now let's talk about the levels. They're all empty, soulless, devoid of life, and if you played the Skateboard Party series, these levels might seem familiar to you. Every level in this game was taken from an earlier Skateboard Party game. There are no original levels in this game. It's just plain laziness on Maple Media's part, and the fact that they could pass this off as a new game with Tony Hawk's face on it is unacceptable. That's not to say they're awful levels, they're okay I guess, but they can't compare to the quality of Thips' levels. Maybe they'd play better in Thug Pro or Rethought, I don't know. The levels get tiring after a while, and it doesn't help that the game glitches out from time to time. It's not great. And one more thing, the schoolyard level. That level is completely broken for me. There are no textures. Remember when I mentioned that the tutorial was broken? It wasn't the tutorial that was broken, it was the level that was broken. I guess this level is completely unplayable. That is just unacceptable, Maple Media. Shame on you. Now let's get into the big elephant in the room, the shady shit. So when this game first launched, there were a shit ton of microtransactions. Now, there still is a shit ton of microtransactions, but now that the Birdman is gone, there's a lot less. Remember the Pro Pack, which unlocks all the levels and lets you play as Tony Hawk in a Tony Hawk game? That's gone. I feel bad for the suckers who bought that. They definitely got scammed. The Skate Jam Pass for $6.99 a month? Gone. All there is now is in-app purchases for in-game currency, just the usual. Oh, and because the Pro Pack is gone, there's no other way to unlock the rest of the levels other than grinding. It's atrocious. And because the schoolyard doesn't work, my progression has stalled. I'm not gonna torture myself anymore. I am done. Look, I've played a lot worse, but to be honest, this is just not fun at all. While yes, this is the best playing Skateboard Party game yet, the controls are still awkward, the physics are still wonky, it's glitchy, and the microtransactions really put a sour taste in my mouth. I know it's a free-to-play game, but this is so blatant. The ads too, holy shit, this is awful. There were ads in the game back in 2019, 2020, but in 2025, there is a lot more. You have to sit through an ad before you get into a level and once you leave a level. It's annoying. I'd pay to get rid of the ads, but you can't do that anymore. Why? The only good thing about the game is the soundtrack. Speaking of, the soundtrack this time around is different. They completely changed it, so that one Interpol song where they're saying maybe you're bi something something Blu-ray kind is gone. The new soundtrack is pretty nice though, but that's all I really have to say about that. Overall, this game is not worth it. It's better than the other Skateboard Party games for sure, but it's not saying much. It's not really fun. The fact that Tony Hawk put his name on the game is shameful. I'm glad he dipped when he did. I give Skate Jam a 2 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And if you did, give this video a like. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. If you want to check out my other 2 videos on Skate Jam, they'll be in the link below. And if you're looking for more ENunnGaming, check out my review of Apocalypse starring Bruce Willis. Because of this aspect ratio, I can't do my end cards, so click up here, please. Have a good one, y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.